Alright, so welcome to my second tier list video since the first tier list video kind of didn't want to work because I didn't get my thing quote unquote verified. So I'm not doing too good on that part. So we're going to start off our tier list thing with Pokemon, our first 151 Gen 1er lovers. No, the lovers of the ones that Gen 1ers love the most. Yeah, so if I had to rank them, here's what I would rank them from start to finish. From Bulbasaur all the way to Mew. Bulbasaur is pretty good for what he is. I give it an A tier. Ivysaur is okay, but not as good as Bulbasaur. Venusaur has an awesome Mega. It's about as good as Bulbasaur is. I actually like Charmander, but I don't know if I like. Yeah, I like it at a few of an S. Charmander is kind of is okay for being a middle evolution. Charizard, I like Charizard, but I don't want to say S because that's what everybody's gonna be thinking of. I wouldn't say B because that's way too low for a Charizard. Come on, I would choose S because it's awesome. Now Squirtle, I don't really like Squirtle or Wartortle. I do like Blastoise though. I like Blastoise a lot. Caterpie, I actually have a lot of shiny Caterpie from the time that I was playing Let's Go Eevee. I played a lot of Let's Go Eevee. Viridian Forest, pretty good. Metapod and Butterfree are pretty good too. Weedle's okay for what it is. I don't know if Weedle could be a little better. Kakuna, I always liked the business Kakuna meme. It was kind of funny. I liked it. Beedrill's also pretty good. Beedrill's pretty cool. Pidgey, I somewhat like Pidgey. Pidgey's okay at best. Pidgeotto's okay. Pidgeot's pretty good, but I've never used it enough. Rattata's pretty good too. You know, I like Rattata. Eradicate, not so much. Spearow's okay. Fearo's okay too. Ekans is somewhat good. So is Arbok. Arbok's kind of cool. Pikachu, I somewhat like Pikachu. Yeah, Raichu's pretty good too. Sandshrew, I like Sandshrew. I should. Yeah. Nidoran female is pretty good. So is I don't really like Nidorino not a lot. Neither do I do Nidoqueen. I like Nidoran male, but I never used a Nidorino or a Nidoking. Clefairy, I love Clefairy and Clefable. I like Clefairy and Clefable. I also like Vulpix. Vulpix is awesome. For Ninetales though, Ninetales is pretty good for what it is. I like Ninetales. Jigglypuff's pretty good, especially if you're Hungry Box. Jigglypuff is pretty good if you're Hungry Box. Wigglytuff isn't as good as Jigglypuff. I'm gonna be real. Zubat is annoying where it is. I give it a B tier. Golbat's okay. You know, Golbat's okay for what it is. I like Oddish. I don't really like Gloom that much, but Vileplume's pretty good. The bully of Legends Arceus, Paris, is going to get a C tier because it's kind of bad. And Parasect is also going to get a C tier. I actually like Venonat and Venomoth because they're pretty cool. I also like their blue shiny coloring. Now for Diglett, I'm going to make sure I want to give it a high scoring because I actually like Diglett somewhat. Dugtrio is pretty good too. Meowth, that's right. Not S tier. Persian is pretty good too. I give it an A tier. Psyduck's okay. How about if it's shiny? Pretty good. Golduck, about as good as Psyduck is. Mankey's pretty good. Primeape is also pretty good. Growlithe is. I like Growlithe and Arcanine a lot. I don't know one reason I don't give Arcanine a lower score is they say it's a legendary Pokemon, but it isn't. And for the entire Polyline, I'll put it right somewhere in the middle because I don't really I like the poly roll on as much as I don't like it. I actually do like Abra. I don't really like Kadabra that much. Alakazam's pretty strong though for what it is. Machop is Machop is pretty good too. Machoke's pretty good, and so is Machamp. They all get a high scoring because of how cool they are. I hate Bellsprout. I'm kidding, I don't. But it did take me a long time to shiny hunt it. It took me 6 months to find them. Weeping Bell and Victory Bell get the same score too. Now, Tentacool and Tentacruel, they're also going to get a medium score. I really do not like Geodude, or Graveler, or Golem. Ponyta, I love Ponyta. Ponyta and Rapidash are probably Rapidash, really? Rapidash are really cool. Slowpoke's okay. It's a Slowbro. I actually like Slowpoke and Slowbro a lot. Magnemite, Magnemite's okay. And so is. I even had a nickname for it. Can't remember its name. It first goes Magnemite, then Magneton. I don't know. I don't remember its nickname though. Oh no, not Dodrio. Doduo is pretty good, and so is Dodrio. Farfetch'd, I never really used Farfetch'd. Spheal, it doesn't have a too good of a shiny, but it's mid. It's okay. Dugong's actually pretty funny. I actually once turned in an assignment saying that you got to show a picture of a dugong, so I just took a picture of a straight up dugong. It was funny. So, all right, Grimer and Muck get a pretty good score. I actually like it. Now for Shelter's okay, but Cloyster isn't. I don't like Cloyster. Um, Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar are actually all pretty good. Onyx, I like Onyx. Onyx is pretty good. Drowsy, Hypno. I actually do like Krabby a lot. And I like Kingler somewhat too. Voltorb is actually a really valuable Pokemon of mine. Actually, it's not my favorite. You can already see my favorites up here. But there's somewhere on that line. Execute, Executor, um, Cubone and Marowak. Cubone and Marowak are okay. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. Hitmonlee is really good. I like Hitmonlee. And Hitmonchan. They have like top tier shinies. Even though they're both green. Alright, so Lickitung. Lickitun's okay. I also like making that reference to that one guy just saying Lickitung, but it's really not a Lickitung. Coughing is pretty good. Wheezing's pretty good. Rhyhorn is pretty good. Rhydon is pretty good. Chansey's annoying. Tangla's okay. I like Kangaskhan. I like Kangaskhan a lot. Horsey is really cool too. So is Seadra. I also would give King the same score. Goldeen's okay. Seaking isn't that great. I like Staryu and Starmie because Staryu and Starmie are awesome. Mr. Mime, I do not like it a lot. Scyther is pretty good. Jinx, I like Jinx enough to say that's okay. Now we got technically Jinx, Electabuzz, and Magmar are a trio. So you know what? I'll put them back into the trio where they belong because they should be in the trio. So Pitzer's pretty good. Churros is pretty good. I like Magikarp. I like Magikarp a lot. I also like Gyarados a lot too. Lapras is pretty good. Ditto's okay. Eevee, I love Eevee. Eevee's an amazing character. All right, and then Jolteon. Jolteon's gonna get an A tier. I really like Jolteon. And then for Flareon, we also got an A tier too. We got Porygon here. Porygon's gonna be in a B tier. Ammonite's gonna also be in a B tier. And Omastar is also gonna be in a B tier. Kabuto, except for Kabutops. Kabutops is pretty good. Aerodactyl is pretty good. I give it an A tier. Snorlax, my guy. I like Snorlax. Alright, so Articuno is okay. Zapdos is okay. Moltres is an amazing Firebird. Dratini, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like Mewtwo a lot. Mewtwo's pretty cool. And you know what? Mew is going to get a spot on my favorites too. Yeah, so this is my whole. Yeah, so this is my Pokemon original 151 tier list or my Kanto tier list. So I'm going to give you a quick show of it, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, so that's all of them, to say the least. Right, yeah. So I will probably yeah, yeah. So it's I thank you for watching and I will see you later. See ya.